Welcome to the Ethical Principles and Professionalism module. In getting started, consider these following scenarios. Just before the end of the term, one of your students presents you with an expensive pen and pencil set as a token of appreciation of your teaching ability and guidance. Do you accept the present? How do you respond to the gesture? In a second scenario, you are teaching an online course and ask students to read an article that compares various studies of intelligence and refers to some of the controversies associated with them. On a discussion board, a student writes a response saying how offended they are by what you ask them to read, expressing that they can't believe this stuff is still being taught, especially at university. How do you facilitate this type of response? Should you reply? And if so, what might be an appropriate response? In another scenario, over coffee, you and another faculty member in your department come to realize that a student has handed in the same assignment for both of your courses. What course of action should be taken? These three scenarios offer a brief glimpse into some of the ways in which questions of ethics and professionalism are relevant to today's post-secondary teachers. What ethical principles guide the practices of post-secondary teachers? What does it look like to engage professionally in the role of teaching? This module explores ethical principles and professionalism in post-secondary teaching. The module is structured in 3 parts. Part 1 considers the basic ethical principles that shape the professional responsibilities of post-secondary teachers. Part 2 explores the concept of professionalism a little further, particularly as it relates to teaching and learning. The third and final part of this module asks you to integrate what you have learned from parts 1 and 2 to devise an action plan for your own professional development as a teacher. By the end of this module, you'll be able to articulate and contrast your own value set to known principles of ethics, interpret and apply ethical principles of post-secondary teaching to analyze and propose solutions for a variety of ethical dilemmas in teaching. And finally, you'll be able to adopt or adapt an existing model of professionalism to create an action plan for your own professional development. So welcome and enjoy.